penalties for delaying employee salaries. Now, the Ministry of Human Resources and Emergization recently issued a decree that imposes hefty new fines against employers who fail to pay employee salaries on time. Now, companies with over 50 or more staff members will undergo field inspections from the ministry and receive warnings if wages are not paid 17 days after the due date. Now, for smaller companies, the issuance of work permits will be suspended and fines will escalate with further delay in paying wages.
The following are a few penalties introduced as per the new decree. Companies will receive official reminder to pay wages after the 3rd and 10th day from the due date. Suspension of the of the issuance of new work permits, notice to public prosecution, notification to be issued to the public prosecution in order for the legal measures to be initiated against employees who fail to pay wages for more than 30 days after the due date.
Now, the suspension of work permits for companies under the same breaching owner for repeated non-compliance and violations, the company can be subject to inspections from the ministry, downgrade to a lesser category, and many fines. Now, suspension of work permits renewal is also on the cards, as companies that do not pay wages for more than 3 consecutive months will not be able to issue or renew work permits, and of course, referral to public prosecution and fines. So, if you are an employer, it's very easy to say just pay your employees on time, pay their salaries, but of course you understand both sides, right? Like there can be so many reasons why employers have their hands tied and they're not getting their income, and clients aren't paying them, so they're not getting the cash flow to pay employees. But of course there should be contingency plans in places because so many mouths, depend on the employers.
100%, but 17 days after?
Yeah.
Now that's an issue. You're nearing your second paycheck from that first initial one that you didn't get. I wonder how this affects freelancers, because freelancers always get the short end of the stick and get paid
of course. I think
3
it's
months later, 6 months later.
Completely different degree for freelancers, but this is for organizations and full-time workers and companies. And it's so sad. Like we hear so many stories of employees in Dubai just not having received pay for months and months on end, and the way they struggle and just making ends meet on a daily basis. It's super so unfair. Sad. Yeah.
Especially if you have families, that's who it affects the most. Imagine having, like you said, all these mouths to feed, and it's been 17 days and you're still waiting.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, of course, I was just gonna say even if you live alone, but no families, like you have the school fees, insurance, doctor appointments, like so many things.
Gas.
Gas. No gas, yeah, of course. And if you have a car, it's just like life's hell for you. But of course, I'm so glad that the UAE takes all this into consideration, and they've come out with this decree making it very specific that companies found violating these salary and wage regulations will have to pay major penalties and can even have their license cancelled, suspended. But of course.
But the fact that there's days in which you'll get notified, hey, it's been 3 days, it's been 10 days.
Exactly. It gives you the warning period, the buffer period.
And accountability. Yeah. So you did have 2 prior warnings before actually being prosecuted or things move forward.
Exactly. Yesterday we all got paid our salaries at the office, and I didn't get my notification, so I was freaking out.
Yeah, well, apparently no one got a text message.
Yesterday?
No one got, it was the day before, but no one got a text message.
Day before, oh.
Yeah, but no one knew, that was the thing. So, no one was aware.
I think banking systems are down, but I didn't know, and I'm just because I was told oh, did you get paid? I'm like, no, I did not. Did they forget me? And then Amy's like, check your account.
Yeah.
It was there. But of course, check your account. But this is not like an account issue. This is literally like companies failing to pay their employees for months and months on end. So we have new regulations in place to make sure that you're getting paid. And if you're not, and your company has been violating this for a number of months, then you can complain on them to the Ministry of Emirtization as well as the public prosecution.
I'm just glad I never had to face that. Thank God.
Touch wood.
If I can find any.
Touch your head.
Moving on to our next